I'm not an influencer, but just in case I reach 1 million subscribers one day, I'm going to go ahead and build my coffee brand now. Every morning, I wake up and make coffee for me and my girlfriend and... What? Almost every morning, I wake up and make coffee for me and my girlfriend. When I bring her a cup in bed, I usually call out Coffee Boy Coffee like it's my own business and brand, delivering the coffee fresh and hot. It's kind of silly, but I think it's kind of funny. So I wanted to make a logo for this as my coffee brand. I had this idea of making a cartoon version of me with the beard and the hat and looking all like super wired on espresso. I haven't started with the sketch on my iPad in a really long time, so I decided to break it out for this project. I immediately remembered why I loved doing it so much. It's so easy to draw in Procreate, and I used this pencil brush, but I think if I would have used a different one, I could have made the whole logo in Procreate, honestly. When my sketch was done, I went ahead and exported the PSD and opened it up in Illustrator on my computer. I like to use a pink, magenta, or other bright color just so that I get some contrast between the vectors I'm making and the dark sketch behind it. I draw cartoons of myself a lot, so I kind of always know what I'm looking for. They usually come out a little bit similar, but slightly different. This one looks a lot happier than I usually draw myself. For some reason, I always look like really sad and depressed when I turn myself into a cartoon. But I'm glad I did this one in a happier fashion because the wide eyes and the big smile make him look super caffeinated. This is also the first time I made my beard a little bit curly, so that was interesting. I drew in these little smoky, steamy elements to break apart the text in the circle around the logo. I thought it just gave it a little bit more character than just using dots or something like I usually do to break up that text. When I had the whole character traced and vectored, I added this circle so that I could do the type on text, or the type on path text. And when I had the top text in place and kerned, I went ahead and copied it down to the bottom and flipped it so that I could use the word coffee on the bottom, but pointing the right direction. And once that was all in place, I went ahead and tilted my head a little bit, so that way it gave the design some flow and some perceived movement and action. It kind of just makes the character look a little bit happier. I made this second version of the icon holding this coffee cup and everything. I thought it would be cool for merch and t-shirts, but I didn't end up using it in the end. Once I made the outlines black, I realized that I wanted to add in some shadows, and then those shadows made me realize that I wanted to add some color. I put together this color palette based on colors that keep you awake. Blues and darker colors tend to soothe your eyes and make you want to fall asleep, but oranges and yellows tend to wake you up. So I thought that made sense for the packaging aspect of the coffee brand. After I got the colors all filled in, I started to make alternate versions of the logo that look better on darker backgrounds or use different shades for the text so that you can have a black and a white option. And I think it all came out super dope, so let's check it out with a nice logo reveal. I went ahead and did some mock-ups so that you could see different products like cold brew, coffee cups, canned nitro, coffee mugs, bags of beans, and of course, t-shirts. I actually really love the way this came out, and I kind of want that t-shirt for myself. Obviously, I am far away from 1 million subscribers, so I won't be making this coffee brand anytime soon. But hey, if it ever happens, I've already got the logo, the branding, and all the packaging designed. I did recently cross the 2,000 subscriber threshold, and I'm super excited, and I want to thank you all for supporting this channel. If you want to see how I take logos like this and turn them into merch for small businesses and brands, watch this video. All right, guys, that's it for this one. We'll catch you on the next one.